Oh my fucking god. I had the wrong fucking tab. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm fucking not used to studio mode, which is my problem. Oh my god, am I fucking volume wrong? Test? Test? Oh my god, what the fucking hell, man? Test? Hello. What the fuck? I'm gonna need to check that out real quick. Test, test, test. Hello. Ah. Yeah, nothing much. Just starting stream. Just started stream, and I really don't have anything else to do. Like, I didn't want to play. Uh, yeah, I didn't have anything else to do today. So yeah, it was there because I finished Bioshock yesterday, so I can't really play that again. I'm like, I don't know. I want to do the extra stuff because it's just like challenges, which I'm not good at. Um, I'm bad at. So I just wanted to switch out to just talking basically, because I'm like, I probably need to do this because I do have stuff planned that I'm working on. Uh, Mainly next month and stuff like that. Because I'm like, oh, I can just use this to talk and just really just talk, trying to get myself to talk a little bit more and focus on like that aspect of the stream and stuff. I don't really. Oh my god. Yeah, because I have a problem where like whenever I restart my computer or anything, shit breaks, which doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't have any problem. But yeah, just basically just chatting. I don't have any games to fully play at. Like I don't want to play any games right now. Like I'm planning other stuff for tomorrow, which I can probably go into what I'm doing. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be probably RuneScape 3. Working on the stuff around that because I have AFK RuneScape and stuff, but I don't want to do that. I'm probably gonna do like probably God of War's Dungeon 2. It's gonna be my first time doing that. I think would be fun because I'm not good. I'm a shit PVMer, but I can at least make that fun. Nah, fucking I didn't. I bought this PC and then built it myself, and I've always had problems with it. Like it's my curse as well. Every PC I've had was just dog. Because I bought all the PCs myself. I bought all the parts myself, and first time I built it, didn't know what was wrong with it. Sent it over to a place to get it checked out to see what was wrong with it. I think it was the motherboard that was wrong, or yeah, I believe it was the motherboard. Was not working. I had to buy a new motherboard. Then one of my CPU fan broke, so I had to get a new one of those. And I've had a problem with it a while ago. I don't know what actually happened, but where it was randomly crashing every 30 minutes or like every like 2 hours or so. So I was just like, oh, just throw it. And it's just like if I do get a new PC, it's probably gonna be having to be bought, or I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do it myself. Because my problem is that my luck with how'd you say machines technology would be the best way is awful. Because even my car and stuff is just not fun. Where it's just randomly something happens and it breaks, or something happens and I can't use it. Because I think if I need to go back to like PC parts picker to like figure out what I'm getting next. Because if I do get anything from my PC, because I'm not gonna like fully change it, I'm probably gonna get an upgraded GPU. My graphics card getting an upgrade from my 380 to 480 or 490. I'm not certain about that yet, but it's gonna be up there. I want to get it to be somewhat decent. I want to get back up to where it was. But I have to do another thing with this PC now, which is I don't want to do it over. I'm probably gonna have to do it over the weekend, where I'm gonna have to send my PC off and just either full clean it, because I think there's dust in it there, but I need to do that. Which is gonna be a pain in the ass, because I have to go, okay, grab my PC, bring it all the way through the house to bring it to my garage, clean it out from there, because I don't want to do it in my room, because that's an awful idea. Yeah. But I'm like, if my PC did fully brick, which I only had that happen to not my last PC, because I still have that one, but the PC before that, like when I was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, no, I think it was 7 years ago, I think. A very long time ago. Ancient history, basically, for me. I had a PC, was very much not good. It was a very bad PC. It bricked, fully bricked, to the point where like I could not use it. It was just that bad. I think it was an iBuyPower PC, to be honest. But fully bricked. And I had to go and temporarily get a new PC just to have. Which really enough was awful. But it was a Windows. It did not run Windows 8. Windows 10. It did not run Windows. I think it ran like Windows 6. In the old Windows, it ran. It was actually a very good PC. I think during that time I literally did not install anything besides like I played Hearthstone on it at one point, and that was the only game I played on it with it. Which I was like, oh boy, Hearthstone is great. I played a lot of Hearthstone during that time period because it was the only game I could play that it wouldn't destroy the PC. I couldn't play like League or anything, so I was just stuck playing Hearthstone for a while. I didn't get good at it because I played it very infrequently. Because I was during high school and I'm like, I cringe. It's cringe-o. And I didn't like playing it. That's probably my main problem with like games and stuff, is just like, I dislike this. But I had fun playing. I had fun with that PC. I don't think I have it. I think it's gone somewhere. It's somewhere. It's lost. Then I got my old one, which I replaced with my new PC, which my old one didn't have any of these problems. My new one does. But I can always switch that out because I still have everything installed on there. I think I did a wipe after leaving. That's what I normally do whenever I switch PCs. Is I just clean it off so it doesn't have any problems or anything like that. And I don't need to worry about that. No. Oh my god. I know. No, what? Okay, just do it. I'm just trying to do stuff on because I don't want to showcase RS3 because I don't like showing that boring content. Mainly because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing on RS3. I think it's boring. But I'm also just like much more like thinking about my history and stuff. It's like, wow, what did I actually do? I didn't do shit. Like I still love my old PCs I've had because I'm like, oh, this is great, this is fantastic, nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm like, ah, that's not good. Boom. But yeah, I think the problem I had is problem I have is the fact that I'm not that not good. I have had problems like I should probably go to like problems like with technology I've had. So I've had it so I had an old phone. Uh, I don't think I had any problems with that phone. What happened was my phone bricked. I don't know how it bricked. I don't know what happened, but it just said, "Hi, I'm gonna be your phone for no longer. I'm done here," and it just died on me. Yeah, I don't like saying this because like, oh boy, everything dislikes me. But yeah, it was no fun because it was just like, I used to be your friend, now I'm not. Because I was like, I think I was playing. So I don't think I'm. Okay. Oh boy, I know why my first PC actually. I had multiple PCs at points in my life. Because my first ever PC I got and I was fully successful in using, and I was like very hyped for this. Um, was my PC I got in 2004. It was not that. It was like 2006, 2007. Um, I do believe it was like that. When did it was 2008 to be honest. Uh, when did Hunter come out? Uh, if it was should I be at that point. I am because I think it was 2006 when I actually. What the fuck? Okay, so 2000. I don't. What is it? I don't remember those. I think I joined in 2008. When I don't remember this actually. What am I thinking? Okay, when was something released? Two 2009. So I played before that. So I played in like I think 2007, 2008 was when I played. When I first got it, it's like because how I actually got my PC was kind of interesting to me. Because I got it because I was my brother it was very crappy PC stuff like that. Um, so what happened was we got it for a Christmas present. That was our only gift for Christmas. We all loved. We had a family PC, and I believe my mom, I believe my mom didn't like it. Wanted us to stop using it because we had to keep turns on it. Each of us would want to play RuneScape, and we would switch out our accounts. So we all played on the same PC with just our three different accounts, I think it was, and then we just switched it over. And I'm like, I still remember, like those days were good. But yeah, I like the. I still remember those days fondly. I might need to increase my volume a little bit. Okay, I think this. Oh my god. A little bit too loud. Okay, I think this is a little bit better. Okay. Okay. Maybe I need to use a tiny bit more because I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know why I just changed it. And... save. But yeah, I'm like, history-wise, I'm like, I haven't played. I'm like looking back at my like what I played actually, what I tried to play and stuff like that. Why is there two females here? What? That's weird. But yeah, I played. I remember the good old day, like, because I think the only real game we played, and that wasn't like, we were the PlayStation people, so we bought we had PlayStation stuff was our main thing, was what we had, because we had PlayStation and then Game Boys, but I think everyone, there was anybody had a Game Boy. We didn't, we were the only people that got this stuff, mainly because that's all we had, all we did. I think in terms of games I had on the Game Boy was of course Pokemon, which I had Pokemon. Each of my brothers got the different Pokemon games. So, my oldest brother got Pokemon Ruby, and my other brother got Sapphire, and I got Emerald. It was the first time. I think that was my first Pokemon game. I was awful at it. I don't know what I did. If I did a Nuzlocke or anything, or Pokemon, I would have to try and keep that same vibe I had when I was a kid. Because I had two Pokemon who was on my team that I know for certain. A Blaziken, and then Beautifly was the other one. The reason I had a Beautifly was because it was the first Pokemon I caught, I believe. And it was the Pokemon that I kept with me as my secondary party lead. So I had Beautifly, then... I'm still like, wow, Beautifly is not a good Pokemon to have for this. But I did have Beautifly, then I had... Okay, yeah, I had Beautifly as my secondary Pokemon, and the rest was just... I think I don't know what else I had, actually, because I don't remember any of it. Because they were not as good as my... Because I only used... For the Elite Four, I used Blaziken and Beautifly, and then the rest were just fodder for them. Because I think before... It was the first time I ever got a level 100 Pokemon. Which I like. My first ever level 100 was Blaziken. Weirdly enough, it was him, because... I did not beat the Elite Four yet, but I had a very strong Blaziken, level 65 or something like that, very high level. Back in my day, it was level 65 was the highest level. But no, in all seriousness, that was what it was high for all of us. Nobody got that high. I think it was not 65, but rather 75 or something like that. Until the moment I gave it to my brothers to beat the Elite Four with. Which they did, of course, because it was so strong. It was so much better. And then I got it back at a level 80, 85, I think it was, whenever I got it back. After they traded it, and then they traded back to me. And then I got it all the way up to level 98, and then finally got it up to 90 to level 100. My Beautifly was level 76, I believe. Was my secondary carry for the entire fight. I think the Wallace fight, I did it very well because of the Wallace fight, because it was beautiful. I had Mega Drain. I still find it funny that I didn't know how to play. I did not know anything about Pokemon when I played. I'm thinking back and I'm I know a lot more competitive stuff now. I'm like, I can never catch that feeling back again where it's like playing Pokemon for the first time and actually having this like nostalgia trip, basically. And I think that's like the funnest part, is just doing that. But yeah, what else could I talk about? I don't have any interesting stories, to be honest. If I go back, oh, my childhood and stuff, what's that all about? I didn't like, my childhood is just like, oh, I played RuneScape as a kid. I was someone who just enjoyed playing games and stuff. I didn't have any major things to deal with. I was just there doing it, having a blast and having fun. I think the only thing that, oh my, I'm just thinking of all the stuff I had to do. Because what would be the best? I really want to know what would be the best part of this. Because like, I really do want to be like, oh, what can I talk about? Because I don't have that much to say at this point. So like, I don't know what I should, what I can't, what I should say, and what I can leave out for some other things. It's like, it's difficult for me to think about. Because like, the main problem is like, I'm having an actual blast streaming, even if it's just like to nobody. I'm just having fun, like talking, actually just going for the flow and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, I like having, ugh. But yeah, boop boop boop. I think that my main thing is just like, how many people on Twitch? I don't stream to Twitch or anything like that yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna, if I do multi-stream or just stay here. I'm probably am. I eventually want to do multi-stream, but not right now because I'm not getting used to it or anything like that. But I'm like, yeah, TwitchCon is happening this week. I think it is this weekend. Or is it the full week? I don't know. But TwitchCon is happening, which is would have been interesting. So, I think the only time I went to TwitchCon last year. Yeah, I went to TwitchCon last year, which is not fun. The reason I did not go this year was because of what happened last year, which is I got fucked. I got fucked over massively. Because during that time, I got extremely sick. I was going with somebody. Their plane got canceled, so they wouldn't arrive till the next day. First day, I thought I got the hotel and stuff. Went to bed. Ended up going to TwitchCon, faced the full day. Got back, and halfway through the next day, it was just like me. Almost like gone. I was just tired. I was not even tired. I was like very sick to the point where I think me and the person that I went with, we did not do anything besides go to TwitchCon and then go to our room and then just die basically. Like, we could not handle it. It was just awful for us. The reason we didn't go this year was scheduling and stuff. Jobs and stuff, because the person I went with, I didn't know if he was gonna have a job, like needed to look for one as well. So it was just like, okay, well, we're not gonna go anyways. Because I think I don't know what I would do at TwitchCon, because it's in California. I think it's in San Diego. Yeah, it is Friday to the Sunday, but I wanted to actually just go to Vegas because I've been there before, but it's also like I would need like full day and stuff to do that. And I don't like that part of it. Because it's not some like stuff I like to do versus stuff that is good. It's weird because I'm like, what it. My main problem is like I love playing. I love like having fun and stuff. But it's like I don't do anything that's fun. I like I hate to say it, but I like thinking of having fun, but I don't do anything. Because I'm like, I want to go to places and do stuff, but I'm like, I don't want to do that at all, actually. Which is my main problem, is like, I want to go to places, have interesting things, but in reality, I'm just not that person. Very shy and private and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just like, my main thing is like, I want to do a lot more. Okay, so yeah, I think that I really don't even know what's going on. Like what? I'm like I have a major, I have a horrible plan for December, October, which I want to do, which is I'm gonna try and stream not every day, but like when I do stream, it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm playing RuneScape or something like this. It's gonna be spooky games and stuff, like horror games. And I'm gonna try to do it like, try and do a whole bunch of horror games. I am not good with horror games, is the problem I have. And I think it would be fun to do that, where I just do a whole bunch of horror games and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, well, have fun. Time to have an awful time streaming for a while. Because I think it'd be funny, because I think it would be nice as well, because it's just me doing stuff and me experiencing horror for basically the first time in a long that I'd ever have. Because I think, like, yeah, that's my main thing. It's just like, I have to plan stuff out so I don't overdo stuff that I overpromise, because I don't want to deal with that sort of thing. Because I did have my ocean stream I wanted to do. Then I looked at it and I actually did some research and stuff, and I'm like, okay, where do I begin? And then I canceled the stream because I'm like, I don't know where to begin. Because I could go all the way back into beginning with how the oceans are created, but I'm like, do people want to hear that? I'm not. But it's like I have all these ideas and stuff, and like I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. I just need to focus on what I'm planning, what I want to do, and I do want to do the ocean stream. It's just going to be heavily focused on one specific thing. Not soon, probably in a couple of weeks. I just got to actually go through history and stuff of it. Yeah, I might play. Cause yeah, I could definitely do the Mage Cape 2 for RS3. I just need to get my few accounts up there. I might. If I take my old school account, how far can I get there? Fuck it, I'll figure that out if I get my magic level Mage Cape 2. I could definitely Mage Arena 2. What do you need for that? 75 magic. I need 92 anyways. So yeah, fuck it. I'll just need to get my old school account, one of my old school accounts, to level. What is it? 70 magic? 75 magic. Oh boy. That'll be fine. I can definitely get my Zerker account at least to that level. He's level 57 magic. Splashing calc. And we're looking for 75 How many hours? Um, boy, that's 24 hours. But yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we should probably, that would be fun. I think I can do that for one stream where I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to the wilderness. And that's just the entire stream is just me in the wilderness dealing with it. I think that'd be a fun stream, dealing in a wilderness, just staying in the wilderness for the entire stream. But saying that, I'm like I'm an awful peak. I'm awful at like prayer flicking and stuff. But I think that'd be fun. You know, I'll put that in the book. I'll just need to get my membership for that account and just raise up a magic level, basically. Which shouldn't be that difficult, to be honest. And I can probably just pay for the membership. While I'm doing my Parse 3 account as well. Did I have to go for my RS3 account? I had to go get membership anyways, because it is a not fun world dealing with the bullshit. With dealing with like the bank space. That's my main problem, is I don't have enough bank space. For some fucked up reason, I just decided, hey, I'm gonna waste all my bank space. But yeah, that's probably what I'll do that then. I'll be on the books. So I might even be like, okay, I'll do it on random world, or I'll figure out a world that I can just use it on. Okay, but we have to do a few things. I'm just like looking at how many casts I have to do. So 5 mil, but it's an extra 11 hours. I'm gonna have to switch over to doing something else for this. Boom. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to switch out over to. Definitely don't. I just need to get my magic level up, basically, and the yeah. Then I gotta do magic. Magic sucks, actually, but it gives me. Yeah, that'll be fine though. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh boy, that will not be fun for me. Because I will need to do all 3 of them, and I'll probably need to do Major Arena 1. Oh, fudge. I'm gonna need to get all of it. Not for any particular reason. I want to get all of it. That's my main thing. Where's this? Yeah, look it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and do that. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing, to be honest. I'm like, yeah, that does seem like an actual fun thing to try, at least. Because I think, I actually do want to do a Days and but I'm like still thinking like, damn, that's gonna be a fucking awful time for me to play, because I'm like, I'm gonna be panicking. I'm gonna be in the wilderness the entire time I'm doing that, and I don't think I'll lose anything. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my notes as something I need to do because I think that'd be a fun stream. Particularly if I say I can log out until I do it. So I think that'll probably be one of the restrictions I'd put on myself is I have to do Major Arena 2 until I finish it. If I don't, stream does not end or something like that. And I have to stay on like either the same world I can only switch when I die or something like that. It'll be interesting enough. I have a very stupid idea, which I'm not gonna do because I don't want to lose an account. It's like I do like, oh, let's do a hardcore Iron Man and just do that on my hardcore because I don't plan on that for very long. And even if I did, I would not want to fucking risk my hardcore, get Major Inner 2 cape. If I did, I'd run like my full account. Boom, boom. But yeah, like I'm just thinking about like, all the stuff I have to do. Like that's like I'm gonna actually figure out what games I can play and stuff like that. What will be interesting because I think Alien Isolation is one game that would be interesting, but I don't think it's gonna be interesting to watch me still play. It's just coward. Yeah. My main problem is I am not the best at praying. Yeah, paper protection and stuff, but why would I do that? That's not fun. That's not fun to go around with a clan or anything like that. Just do it solo. Like a real Iron Man. Um yeah, I would definitely just do it solo. If I did do it on my Iron Man, if I did it on my hardcore account, if I ever tried to, because I'd do it on like a dead world at the middle of night, UK, just like where nobody's on, and just do it. Because I think I could get that very easily. Oh yeah. The main problem I have with like old school right now is like with just RuneScape in general is I've lost so much progress that I'm so far behind everything that like I don't have time. I have not been able to do a lot of the stuff I needed to do because I just straight up don't know what I'm doing. For instance, like old school, the last time I played was when bonds were at where you could have a mill and you'd buy a bond, which that is the best day ever. I miss those days because that was just great. That was just a very good day and stuff like that. Just having been like, I can not care about bonds. The biggest bonds when you have everything. Let me get shot here. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We got the memories. Yeah, I don't like I don't think pay protection is good because it somewhat ruins the fun for me. Boom. The thing, yeah, like if I do play like I'm dying. I don't know why I'm not speaking properly. But if I do like do stuff like if I do what am I? I'm not fucking having a good time with this. Me playing something like yeah, this is like dead hours would probably be the best. But if I wasn't doing it on because I'm not gonna do it on hardcore, I'm gonna do it on my Zerker account. So that's gonna be more interesting. I think it would be funner to do that, just to see how good my PvP is if I do get into fights. Because I'll probably I think my Zerker is 2 quests off, 3 quests off, or something like that. Very close to being done. Like, it does not need any more prayer levels, so you should be able to just handle it. The only thing I'm doing on it right now, because I play a lot, I don't play that much, because I just use it for trying to make money on free to play. Which is not fun. Free to play basically has no good money makers unless you're doing something unique. So it's just like I'm doing ogre shamans right now, and doing an ogre shaman is like 100k or something like that. And you need 10 mil, which is just like very weird. I remember like I'm still upset about that. I think it should like I just miss the days when old school was like you can make a bond in an hour on old school, or like you can keep up your bond stuff with just an hour of work every day. Like you get multiple bonds and stuff. It's like 1 mil or 2 mil. Or like a free to play account can get it, but now it's like no, if you're free to play, you're not gonna get it. Which I think is very dumb, but I understand it. The viewpoint of like, yes, it's very much like that. Where it's just gonna be like that anyways. Which is understandable, to be honest. It's understandable that the reason why like some games are like that is like why it would be like that because I'm not the best. But one thing I would want to do, which I don't think I would ever get the chance to, is play a lot more into learn PVM fully. By that I mean literally learn it. Go from front to back, understand everything from PVM and my knowledge of that. I think that'd be dope as cred. I think it would be dope just to be like I can play RuneScape with PVM. I can be good at the game without being bad at it. So I think my main problem is like I always wanted to be decent at the game. I don't even think it was like decent. I think like most of my time when I was a kid and stuff, I'm like, I want to be the best at this game, so I don't need to worry about it. I'm gonna be the best. And I never got to the point where it's like I thought I was gonna be the cream of the crop, the creme de patel. I always just thought like, oh, I'm just gonna be average. I think the only time I got into really top of the line stuff for RuneScape back in the day was like playing, was fishing. Yeah. which is all fun. And, like, it's just like, the resource farming is like, what is it, like, if you want to make a real money, you go to the caves, the Revenant caves, and you make money there. But yeah, with the bots, like, it gone, technically, because it's always, Jagged expands, there's a bot wave, bots come back no matter what. Can't really stop that, which is understandable. Like, you can't deal with how bots work in RuneScape, because they're always going to be there. Even if you try and get rid of them, they're just going to be around. Because as long as there's reason to bot, you're going to have it. Which really, like, the gold sinks of the game are fucking... I remember, like, they got rid of the dueling arena, which I'm like, I never knew the dueling arena was that bad. Because I never played with a dueling arena before. Mainly because I was not a gambling addict, and I thought, wow, these people... I don't even think I went to the dueling arena once or twice in 2008. And even, like, when I was, like, serious in the game, I didn't even know the duel arena was, like, good, like, what was going on with the duel arena, because I was like, these people are here so often, what's going on? And I think I just didn't care about that, and I was just like, I need to make money. I need to make some GP, man. I'm broke. I'm at 1 mil. And then, I think in all honesty, the highest cash stack I've had in the game was on, if I'm not including my R3 account, because R3 gold is pointless basically, and I'm on an Iron Man there, so it's even more pointless. I don't have gold. But if I'm counting that, the most gold I've ever had on RuneScape entirely would be 2 mil? Would be like a couple. God, fucking bro. I got broke, man. I'm just thinking, like, damn, I'm broke. My account went, like, except, yeah, it was like a couple mil. Was the highest I ever got on, like, playing the game seriously before Old School came out. And I don't think that's, like, a good representation of anything. Because that's like me saying, that's like anybody saying, like, oh, I paid $3. Because, like, I remember, like, when the bots were, like, a real big problem when, like, Soul Wars was around. And you've got, like, bots and stuff. I remember Bot Nuke Day. The bots got nuked. And fucking everybody was gone. Like, I didn't play any games. But it's just like... But yeah, bots have always been like that. But I also watch, like, third puggers videos and stuff. And I'm like, wow. Boom. But yeah, like, but whenever bots do go, it's always a good thing for the game. It just sucks that, like, bots are still, like, the prominent thing. Like, it will be a problem because there's no major fix. R3 doesn't have that problem, but it's also RS3. It's RS3, so you don't, like, we've had worse things on RS3. But what do I mean by that? I mean the fact that there was at one point money dupes that duped max cash every hour. No, I think it was every day. Every trade you could do a max cash tag. Like, fucking, like, the economy basically is in ruins. I don't think there's a good economy for it, to be honest. Yeah, it might be better. But it's also, like, my main thing, like, fully updating the client and stuff is you have like it's gonna be where you would need to do a full rewrite of stuff, which I don't think they're gonna be able to do. In my opinion, like I think it would be better for them just to focus on making sure either doing it better, doing what they did previously with the bot nuke and stuff, or just figuring out a way to get rid of it. I don't want to say that, where it's just like, okay, bots are just gonna be a thing. Because I know for a fact, like one of the other reasons why like some of the prices and stuff, at least in old school, is very bad is because of the bots. Because of like Zolra and stuff. Wintertod is conventional money makers that would be useful are gone because bosses can drop it, which yeah, nothing you can really do about that. That would help it out. But I think it would be interesting. Like I do think if they did come out, it would be interesting to see what happens to like the clients and stuff, the like Runelight and stuff. I'm assuming Runelight would be either fine, or like if Jagex just releases it and doesn't give like Runelight the go ahead, or be like, okay, here's your client and stuff because Runelight, we trust you and stuff, so here's how you can access this, but it's like luck on D and something, where it's like, oh, you need to be a developer for this, you can sign this code stuff, and if you don't, like blah blah, we'll sue you for bots and stuff. But it's like, you don't want that because it's giving too much control to a company like Jagex. Despite it being like, oh, it's their company and stuff, I don't trust people. And because of that, like I don't trust Jagex with like Runelight. It's like, okay, what are you gonna do with like Runelight and stuff? With the new bond, like with the new stuff, like is this really gonna be a better thing for the community and stuff? Because I think what would really be interesting is if, yes, they did get the Runelight. They didn't get Runelight, but they had some plugins. They got rid of the quest plugins. So you had to do all your quests with like the wiki again.
Level up completed.
Okay, now we got level 61. I need to get rid of that. But I think that'd be really fucking funny if it's like, oh, they get introduced to the C plus model, the new client update, and all this, and then it just turns out they don't have like, oh, you gotta use this client for this while until like Runelight gets updated, and there's just no quest plugin, and they just introduced a new master quest. Because I think it'd be really funny if it's just like, yeah, we did all this just so you guys had to do questing again without using your Runelight. So I think they'd be like, oh, that would be funny as shit if they did that, but I don't think it would be good for the game at all. I think it'd be awful for people to deal with because it, in my opinion, that'd be funny. I don't think anybody else would agree with me that playing the game without like any hints or anything like that and for like a while would be good for it, but I think it would be fun. And then I also know that like the new quest and the new things that came out with it was all RuneScape's failure with the wilderness boss, which failed by like 50%. And I find it funny how it's like, oh, it's failed by over 50%. And like, oh, we're gonna redo it. I'm like, to me, that just means that they didn't expect it to fail. And they just believe the player base would just accept it, but it's also just like, Like, my opinion is just like, you put it in the wilderness, you're gonna have people who don't like the wilderness do this, which I don't like that. It's not what I would want to do, because it's the wilderness, and free trade, like, I've had to deal with, like, the wilderness dying, basically, while I was playing, and I didn't really care. Maybe because I wasn't a PvP or anything, but at least for old school, like, that is the main thing about it, is the PvP aspect and the wilderness being around and being actually something you do. Even in RS3, there is basically no reason to not play, not do like the wilderness stuff. You don't need to have PvP on. It's gone now. You don't need to worry about anything. Yeah, like, it'll just be interesting to see what will happen, what might happen actually, to RuneScape, to old school with a new client, because I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be interesting enough that it would bring a lot more boost to the game if they do that, and they were able to successfully get rid of the bots. So I think if they got rid of the bots, not either entirely, or it becomes like RS3 where botting is very heavy, like where it's very much non-existent. If it somehow becomes like, oh, you could barely find bots, and bots that do are very much like death bots, where they just do very simple things to try and get money as fast as possible. I think that'd be the interesting thing to see where botting goes, or if it just becomes so complicated that Jagex can't deal with it. Because that's one way that I don't want it to go, but it could potentially go, is where it just, you're playing the game and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go raiding with somebody. I'm gonna join this raid, and it turns out the entire raid is just bots who are just talking to each other the entire time, which would be super weird if it's like, oh yeah, you have all these bots and stuff, synchronizing their stuff, like where they just become artificial intelligences, with just bots with chatbots installed that are talking to each other, that are fully experiencing the game, but as players. So I think that'd be very weird. If at one point you could be like, I'm gonna play this thing, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then the bot just starts talking, doing stuff with you, plays with you, becomes your friend. Because I think that's a potential that could happen. I would never want that to happen, because I think that would be awful for the game. If bots just become like that, where it's just like, well, you have a new friend now. His name is Bob. His name is Bob. He'll speak to you and he'll talk to you. And if it does get to that point, I think RuneScape's gone. Not in like the theoretical, like where it's like, oh, RuneScape is gone, it's permanently. Like, I think at that point, like RuneScape itself as a game will just be much more different, because you would have bots, and I don't ever think it would get that much, because Jagex had to be a lot more certain on stuff, where they have to make sure that they are doing it properly, where they're not messing around with this anymore. They have to be certain of this, which I think which should be interesting if they do that. If it does happen where like Jagex takes serious of the bots, if the bots do become too advanced for their system to catch on. Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the future and stuff. But yeah, I'll just need to get my magic up high enough for a while, and I should be fine. Because I'll get my magic up. By the end of the month, I will have that ready for Major Arena 2, Wilderness. Because that's gonna be, that will be interesting. I just need to figure out some scary games to play. And I don't know if I should get Alien Isolation 2 and stuff, or just go on to just figure out some games. That would be interesting. I think Outlast and Soma might be the good games. Fuck. I don't know if I'm not good at these reactionary games. Okay, that was not fun. I fucking. Ah, my nose got stuffed. Yeah, Dead by Daylight, but I might play that, but I'm also just like iffy on that sort of like multiplayer game because I think single player games are a little bit more interesting for me. But I might try it. 'Cause from what I like, I don't know if it's too competitive or if it's that's my only thing is I think it might be fun to play. Definitely, I don't ever want to play like the killer or anything like that. I just want to play like the person getting hunted. I think that'd be more fun. But I do think Outlast probably will be on the list. Maybe Dead by Daylight, Alien Isolation. I need to check on Steam how much that is. Maybe I don't know if I'd do that. Five Nights at Freddy's. I think that'd be a fun game because I have never played any of the games. I don't even know. I know some of the story and stuff because I've watched like YouTube videos and stuff on it, but I never actually played it. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play it. Which might just sound like I'm crazy, but I don't know those games. I didn't actually. Alien Isolation. Yeah, I might just. What? What? I'm like looking at him like, what the fuck is this? What happened? What? What's going on with my Steam? What? What? Okay. Well, what the fuck? I'm confused. So I looked at like the Alien Isolation just to see how much it would be. Uh, Turns out I cannot buy it. Like, I cannot buy it. There's no buy option. There's no nothing option. Which is weird. I'm like, wouldn't that be like one of the major things you add to it? So I'm gonna have to buy that from like a third party, basically. Get a code. Because there is no like, oh, add to cart and stuff for it. But I'd still just buy it anyways for because it's like fucking it's like $40, man. But yeah, we'll see what we can get from it. I think Freddy's not that long. I think it's like $2. Why did I say $2? Boom. I don't think it's that much expensive. Miso not good English. It's not that good of a thing, so yeah. Yeah, when I click on it, there is literally nothing. like where you'd expect like, oh, add a card and stuff. That page, it's gone for me. It makes no sense for it, but I can probably get it off somewhere else. And yeah, like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I looked that up and it's like, oh, $5. Which yeah, Alien Isolation is the only game that does not have that. Which is weird because like it's one of the games I wanted to play. I think that would have been a dope game to play for a while. But yeah, we can deal with it somewhere else. I'll figure out a way to deal with it. Just... Yeah, I'll probably it's definitely gonna be figured out. Don't have to worry about it. So continue onwards. Yeah. So definitely gonna go for other games. For it. That I can actually play. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna... Holy shit. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be playing a few more games and stuff. Yeah. I think playing a few games would be fun for me. I don't know anything about like Five Nights at Freddy's. I think that'd be fun. I don't know anything about horror really. My genre to horror is nothing. Like it better to like I haven't played any horror games to be honest. Cause I'm always just like the person who doesn't understand what's going on, usually. So it's just like, okay, what do I play? What do I do? What am I gonna do? But I think that would be interesting and enough to spend like an actual stream on, where it's just like, okay, here you go. Here is my entire thing of like, oh, I'm playing this. I think that's if I do something like an actual stream where I'm like, I want to focus on this. That's what I would do. It would just be me playing for a while and not understanding anything I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just like thinking of like all the stupid stuff I could do to not make any mistakes. So I'm like, I can do a decent bit of like, I don't know, do some like horror stuff as well. I play like Minecraft horror or something like that. I think that'd be a fun, like a very weird thing to do, but I think it'd be funny. So I think doing like Minecraft horror or something like that, or do like something that just has jump scares. I need more thinking about like the actual stream topic of like, let's make a game. Let's figure out what would be fun for horror. Like what would be a horror topic and stuff. My knowledge is not good enough. Because it's weird, like I always want something to be better than what I can do. I want to do my best on everything that I can. And I don't think I'm ever gonna get that way. Because I want to do, because I love RuneScape and like playing it, but I'm like, that's not gonna get me. People are not gonna like that. People don't like RuneScape gaming. Particularly because I'm not the best at it, and I'm not the super bad at it, where it's just like, oh, it's fun to see someone like this. It's average. Which I think is fine. It's just like how I play and stuff is not what I like. Like I think I can do better because there's one other thing I'm gonna plan to do eventually is do streams on, which is me drawing, because that's something I do want to work on. Not just on stream and stuff, but I'm planning to start drawing a little bit before stream every day. Because I do want to eventually draw. It's one of the things I've always wanted to do, is just learn how to draw and stuff like that. Not just learn, but actually do it. Because I always think like drawing is something that's very cool, and I always have in my head like artists. Where I'm like, I can want this, I want this, and I never do. I never fully complete it because it's just in my head. I can't do it. Once my hand goes to the drawing pad, I know what I want to draw, and I can't. My hand just farts. Which I think that's something I can fix if I just decided to draw more. Yeah. It can't happen, but it's just like I also just don't want to always be like, I always like experimenting with stuff, just doing stuff as well, because I'm like, my main problem is I also get bored fucking really quickly. The point where I'm like, when I was on my what? I am confused. But yeah, like drawing and stuff is like something I've always wanted to do, just to be something I've, in my head. I want to be able to draw what is in my head and stuff. Like, I'm confused on that guy. Yeah, he just fucking stun locked me. I'm confused. I don't. I don't. I have no idea what you mean. You just said you want to oil me up. I don't know what you mean by that. Excuse me. What? I don't know. You just said you want to oil me up. It's like, what do you mean by that? I'm confused. Okay. I'm just. What? Just get the oil. What the fuck? I am just unlocked. God. Push me. Okay, now you're just getting me even more confused. I am just. I don't know what's going. I don't know. What happened. I, I am. The main problem is I don't have any oil. You're telling me to like get the oil ready. I can't really do anything. I don't- Okay. I mean, things I don't. I don't know if, what. My mind is just like confused. I'm. I think you'll push yourself, but it's a. You have fun where you're pushing. What? No, I don't have. I'm. No, I don't. I just don't have oil. I have like cooking oil and stuff, but I don't know what what type of oil. Why would I waste that? I don't. Just too confusing. The fuck out. I am. No. Like. I'm but I'm fucking. You just fucking came in here and just like fucking oil. I am stunned because you just stunned me. Oh my hell. It's been about an hour and 30 minutes, which is. I have other stuff to do tonight. I'm gonna go to bed early. So. I'm ending stream because I actually do need to go to do some stuff before I head to bed. But. Yeah. I just. But yeah, I'm gonna put on the end screen and then head out. Mainly because I have stuff to do tonight. I'm gonna head to bed. See you guys tomorrow. I think maybe. Bye.